Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers. Okay, today's episode, what I want to do is kind of work on the longsword. We were talking about doing that last episode, and I'm gonna fix this audio bug again. More better. There we go. All right, so our friend the autosave's back. Been kind of glitchy today. I got a new fan controller for my PC, so don't hear the jet engines as much. And also gotten more stuff placed in my office over the last few days, so echo's going away and my computer's quieter, but I'm also learning where the fans need to be to keep my computer cool. So just to be on the safe side, autosaves are on today. So yeah, I kind of like where we were going with this on this side of the ship. It needed some braking thrusters bad. So it had one small thruster on each side. That's all it had for braking power. So this has definitely helped a lot just on this one side. So then when we get the other side converted as well, then I think it'll look pretty cool. So, alright, so we've got max inventory right now. So we're going to go grab the turtle. Actually, we'll grab Scorpion. Where's he at? There he is. Need to name my ships. They're all discombobulated and all over the place. Ah, there's our friend the autosave. Okay, so we're gonna come down here and we're gonna park him right up here next to where we're working so we can put materials in. And then when we get ready to finish building, we can flip around and do some welding. So let's get over here, throw all this stuff in here. Hide empty, container. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get back over here, get back to work grinding. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to make both sides of the ship symmetrical. I kind of liked how this extra sloped armor has turned out. So we're going to continue this look to the other side. And then we're going to look at simplifying this. I don't think this is necessary like this. So might do something different than this. Not quite sure what, but yeah, I think we're going to change this up a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at that and just like, it looks cool, but I'm a function first kind of guy. So so we're talking about how open this thing is internally, and last episode, and didn't really get to see inside, but yeah, there's quite a bit of room in there. There's a battery, at least one battery up inside of there. Got the connector. There's all kinds of shenanigans going on inside the ship. We don't need any of the front, any of that stuff, because there's no guns in the front anymore. We removed them, so that's where that was all going. That one I think I'm gonna, do I need to put that one back? Not sure. There's an empty reactor right there. That's weird. Focus, Havoc. Alright, let's get back on the other side here, and let's see, where did we go with this? We came out one large thruster, slope in, and then another large thruster. Okay. So we're going to come in here, hit 4. So we're going to throw this in here like so. Really like to weld that block over there, please. We'll take it over to one of the welders and it'll get welded up. Alright, so, oops, wrong button. Still learning the new keyboard. Insufficient steel plates. Alright, give me all your steel plates. All 12 of them. Okay, so we're going to come up here and do this. Alright, so that goes like so, and then we're going to go to here. Now it's going to go out or in? Out. And then the next one steps down and in. I did that right, correct? No, I need to move it back one block. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to go 9 over and under. So that's where we put it. That's where it needs to go. Okay, so then we come back here. Oh, we're going to take this. Okay, there we go. We're back. And let's see here. I think, was I using, that was light armor. Okay, good. Don't want to use heavy armor. And that's the one we want to use, is like this. Chop, 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 chop. All right. Did we move the reactor? I don't remember if I did or not. Okay, so I'm gonna do, for the sake of placing blocks, like, well, basically the thruster, I'm gonna do that real quick so I can place the block down. Okay, so go here. I think I'm going to tear that back out when I go to put in the sloped armor, but it doesn't hurt to have a foundation for when we're setting the thruster down anyway. Okay, so that'll work, and then we're going to go to here. And select down a thruster. Alright, so that'll do. Alright. And we want, I think this is the line, or is it here? I can't tell. This line here, can't tell where it goes. Okay, got it. So the back of that thruster is right there on this line right here. So come over here. So the back of this thruster is this block. So it should be here is where... No, I want to keep that out. So this is the block that stays. Alright, so these go away. And I cut the thrusters. Way to go, Havoc. Bonus points for Havoc. Okay, so go ahead and put these in place so we don't do the same thing to these. Okay, so we're going to come in here. Oops, I don't need to come in here. Come in here. All right. There we go. That's just so we don't have to accidentally do that again. And now we're going to turn around. I think, let's see here. Inside ones to there. And I got it wrong. Did I? No, that's all right. Okay. So now we're going to come here. Nope. There it is. And we're going to go with number 8. That's this cool little block. And it goes like this. Boom. Not there. To here. Yeah, that looks good. 8. Rotate this around. There we go. Now it's taking shape. You can almost see what I was trying to do the first time. Not really, but sounds good, right? Okay. Ah, the world save. Just like meeting an old friend. Alright, so let's get some weld on this. Actually, let's take it over and weld it. Wait, supplies. How much supplies does this thing take? Alright. I'm gonna cheat. Nice. I don't know why it's not welding those steel plates. So a lot of those steel plates I already had done, so... Oh, there we go. Are we just too close or something? Yeah, we're probably just too close. Let's go ahead and... nice. Let's give the belly a little rub here. Yeah, it looks like this ship's gonna need some, couple gyros. It needs to be a little bit more agile than this. Okay, so... No? Alright. Alright, so let's get that welder to turn on. That's all we need to do is melt our face off. Okay. So now we can go ahead and cut this part out. I did the bottom part too, right? Only in 2 on the outside, okay. What did I do on the inside? Okay. So I did slope this back a little bit. So you come over in 1, like how you already were, and I just cut apart. Does that make sense? I would make terrific sense if I had the thrusters in the right spot. So, okay, so let's go ahead and put that where it's intended to be. Should be there. need to go here. Is this right? Yes, that's right. So now we need to bring these forward. Alright, so let's go here, here, here. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. That's looking good. That's looking almost like I planned it. Okay, so let's put this all back together. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and put this guy back in here. And now we're gonna throw in, let's see here. That's gonna come across to, it's gonna come across 3, and then that's gonna come across 3. So we need to cut like that, I think. Sure, that looks awesome. All right, so now we're gonna go 5, match the color, and that's Shift P for those of you who are keeping track. And then we're going to throw in one of those for measure. And then this comes off. Wait, I think that actually goes back because we need the quarter piece to go there. So then we're going to put number 8s in. Right here and right here. Does that seem right? Did we go over 2 or 3? 2. Alright, so it looks like we're doing it right. That's pretty cool, actually. So now we're going to throw this guy in. If we knew how to aim this correctly. Because that's the wrong one. That would be why. So let's go here. Let's look around a little bit, see if I put it someplace else. I did not. This is where the fun begins. I think it's this guy. I think it's that guy. It is, but the wrong one. I need the 1x3. I grabbed the 1x2. Let's see, we need this one. This be the one. Yep, that's the one. All right. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. All right. Wicked cool. Alright, so let's cut this out, let's cut this out, let's cut that off because it's flying away. Sure. This goes away. So does that, and that. There we go. Looks better. I think we can just fly it like this, and as long as we don't have to pass any types of inspections, we're golden. Okay, let's see. Let's get this turned around. And like so. Yes. Oh, that was the wrong button, Havoc. Keep up, man. Come on. Alright, so here, and then that one's the quarter piece? Yes, okay. So this goes away. Right. Let's come over here and take a look. Let's make sure. Yes. All the way across the bottom until the last one? Yeah. Okay. I think I got this till there. So that one stays. This one goes. I think. And going forward like that. So this goes. Alright. So that goes like that. This gets converted to this one. This is what one of the things in creative mode is you get symmetry where you build it and destroy it, and it's the same for both sides. So this is one of the things that symmetry is phenomenal for, is that you're able to, on a whim, just be like, I don't want this block here. You delete it, and it deletes it on the other side as well. So symmetry's fun. Take some practice because you can destroy everything you're building towards really quickly with symmetry. So, but you can also build everything extremely fast, just exponentially faster over that of what you can do here. Not counting the fact that you're in creative, even taking that part out of the equation, you can just build so much faster. All right. Okay, so now we carved this hole out, and this is where the other reactor goes. Or not the other reactor. The reactor's right there. So this is where the other thruster is going to go, is inside this hole. All right. Looking good. What do we do for that hole there? Yeah, we just fill it in? No, we didn't. We should have. But since we didn't fill it on the other side, we're not going to fill it over here. I'm sure at some point it'll bug me and I'll come back and fix it. So should I do it like this, or should I bring it out the one more like it is on the other side? I think it's like that. It is like that. Okay. Alright, so let's go take it over and get a rub down from a welder. Over here. Beautimous. Oh, it's so much better stopping. It definitely needs more gyros though, so we're probably going to do that. We're going to throw, because we have all that room underneath. Let's see here. The belly of the beast. Okay. Really just wish we could just like right there, just get a little bit more inside. So the landing gear's attached. That really sucks because that's a block I want to take out right now. Okay. That's gonna come back online. That's cool. So there's our beacon. That's pretty cool. Alright, so what is that? Medium cargo container. Interesting. Oh, excuse me there. Moving around in my chair. Snap, crackle, pop of the chair. And a sip of my beverage. Alright, so let's see, can we try to see where we can reach. Well, that's all thrusters right there. Alright, so we have those enclosed gyroscopes now. Let's see, gyro. Do those work on small ships? They do. Fantastical. So we're gonna put right here. And we can't reach them. Not so fantastical. You need steel plates. Oh, that's one steel plate. I don't want to do that. I'll kill it. I don't want to kill it. Ah, I got the one steel plates. Let's see, 7. Just so I can throw that guy in. He's like, hey, wait a minute, where's my other steel plate at, dude? Okay, so we need to put this all back together now. Way to go, Havoc. Okay, so we got forward thrusters now for braking. Got only 3 to go left or right. Maybe this would be a good spot for those. Or not. Please disregard the following message. I mean, we could use a smaller maneuver thrusters, but I'm not sure if I want to. Another thing too is I want to see what's in here. Some more reactors. More reactors. And it looks like a battery. Am I correct? That is correct, sir. That is a battery. We might move that battery up here because there's so much room up here, like right underneath the seat. Just grind that down, and then I'm gonna taper this back end off. We're gonna come in, kind of how it's sloping right there. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna bring this thing to a point, and this whole back section is gonna go away. Okay, let's go down to the front, throw a battery back in this. Probably right there. Batteries. Let's see. I was trying to find it, but we'll just type it out. Okay. All right, so kill this battery. Now we're gonna kill this reactor. Okay. All right. Okay. Remember, always check your inventories. If you can. Sometimes you can't, so. Alright, so that's that. I'm gonna go run up front, weld up that battery. Get that battery back online. There it is. I'm not sure if I'm going to connect that 2 back up that we just were looking at, or if we're just going to cut it away. I think we're going to stop right here. Okay, let's take a look inside here. Let's get this cleaned up. Should be able to rotate inside here. Good. Okay. Is that Russers in? Yes, okay. Cool. Alright, so actually we're going to take this layer down too. Okay, and this one. Oops. A little overzealous there with the grinder, huh? Alright, so I think what we're going to do now is we're going to use some of those tapered armor blocks that we were just using on the other part of the ship. These ones here. And we're going to use those to fill in these areas. Except they come off of full block. Is there one that comes off a sloped block? I don't think there is. Heavy armor corner, I think that's it. Corner block. Half corner split. Or is this it? Armor ramp corner split. Ramp corner. That's what we already have there. Let's try this one. Let's see here, is this what we're looking for? I think so. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so that's that, and then we go in with, I don't know, kind of like that. Let's just leave it like that. So let's go with 8 block. This. How did I mess this up? Oh, it's like, okay. The other ones all turned out looking pretty good. How come that one looks all wonky? Alright, so... It looks cool, but if I could fit in there, like walk in that, that'd be pretty awesome. But it doesn't look like I can, so I don't know if I want to keep this way. Let's see, I'm just gonna go with something anticlimactic. That looks like, oh, hey, wait a minute, wait. I think I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. Okay, so we're gonna do this. There we go. That's what we're gonna do. So then we just do, I think we're gonna do this guy this guy, this guy, this guy, and then we're going to fill it in. We'll just bring it down to where only the door is visible. Did I do that one right? I think so. Yeah, I did. You need more steel plates, sir. And where's my scorpion at? He's over here. Okay, so we got, I mean, we're coming up on that 100th episode. We're going to definitely be blowing some stuff up. That sounds like a good time. That's really what I want to do. I like the idea of blowing stuff up, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to blow stuff up. And we're going to try all kinds of different things. Going to be getting some weapons together. We're going to put some warheads together. We're going to have a good old time. We're just going to make stuff go boom. And we might attack a few of those with some absurd weapons of mass destruction and stuff. So, yeah. Stay tuned. There's going to be some fun. Alright, so then we're going to come in and we're going to go like so. Do I want to do that or do I want to slip back in? I want to slip back in. Yeah. So like that. Okay. There it is. All right. There it is. Okay. Bam. I like that. Looks like it just roars like the claw. The claw. No, sorry. Bad Toy Story reference right there. Really bad reference. Let's see here. So, like so. Wait. Oh, this one goes over here? Oh, yeah, it goes over here. I was doing that wrong. Or did I do it wrong the second time? You don't get one, sir. Okay, so we'll do one on the top, left and right, and the bottom left, right, and the sides kind of just get hosed. You get nothing, and you will like it. Okay, so we're gonna go that one like this. Okay. This is looking pretty slick. Kind of like a Black Widow kind of look on the back end of there. And we're gonna go with this, do the same thing as we did on the top section. Like this, and like this. Maybe we'll rename the ship from the Longsword to the Black Widow. What do you guys think about that? Just drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Black Widow? Or are we going to keep this thing the Longsword? I think if we make this the Black Widow, we'd have to rearm it, though. I don't know. I just got this feeling that a ship named the Black Widow, it needs to have a bite. So, let's see here. Get out. Thruster, come on. Alright, so boom. Kind of like that kind of being open right there. It looks pretty cool, I think. Especially with the reactor off with that whole Black Widow thing we were just discussing there a second ago. Not in stone. Just a question, guys. Do you like the Black Widow thing or not? Let's see. There we go. Bam. There it is. I like the black and red, not liking the white and red. So guess what? You're gonna paint it all up. And then we'll come back with the red. Ooh, man. It's got a blackbird. Ooh, look at that. That looks slick. Yeah, shaving that nose down at first with the white did not look good at all. But, I kind of regretted it at first with that white on there, but man, now that we changed the colors up, ooh, beast. That thing's looking awesome. All right, so let's get these holes filled back in from me going ballistic with the... Actually, hold on. We need to verify that these get welded up. So we got 2, 4, 6. So let's take these. Actually, let's grab the Scorp and come and rub across the bottom there. Get a little rubbage over here. Whoa, hey, there's a ceiling there, Scorp. Watch it there, buddy. It looks like he got all the internal parts in one shot right there. Whoa, my frame rate drops when I hit those now. Those might be going bye-bye. I'm not down for that kind of shenanigans. But it looks like they all got welded up, so we'll find out when we climb in. So let's go to 5. There we go. And there's that one. And so we got 2 more rows. Mr. Plate. We took 2 small reactors out, put 1 large reactor in its place. And let's see here, let's go. We didn't save any of that red. That would have been kind of nice, I think. The red that was on here was pretty awesome. Do we have a red we like on any of our other ships? I think on the Reaper? Does Reaper have red on him? I think he does. Yes. Kind of breaks the color scheme that we're going with, but I don't know, I think the ship just kind of needs it. Ah, that really bugs me. I hate that it does that. So I'm going to do this, hopefully. Oh, that'll work. I'll come back and fix it. So I'm going to come up to here. Come across. Do that. Looks like crap. But yay. Okay, so then we'll come back up to here. Do this thing. Oh, it doesn't want to paint that. Okay. So let's come back to here, grab the black again. Now we can go across that. There we go. So then we'll come up and we'll say we'll get rid of this. See what we're looking at over here. Okay, that's all black there. There we go. Oh, missed a spot right there on the left. Alright, that looks good. And then we'll carry the red all the way around on the wing here. There we go. Fix that. Yeah, a little bit overkill, but that's fine because we can always paint this in. This is easy enough to paint. Okay. And we'll just bring it around the bottom here. Whoops. All right. Where's that spot I slipped? There we go. And what do you say? Red line down the middle. I want to do this real quick here. We're going to go blip so we can get behind the camera, and then we'll come back and fix the black. So that worked out well because I kind of left this red stripe here on purpose, hoping that when we brought it back around that we'd be able to tie into the cockpit, and that worked out well. So alright, so let's get this painted out. It's going to be so much faster now that it's got a pinstripe on it. Racing stripes make everything faster. Well, it looks like that's going to end up being red. If it bugs me later, I'll fix it. Because what I'll have to do is basically paint the nose. Oh, man. I'll have to paint the nose all black, take the camera out, and then paint it red behind the camera, and then put the camera back in red. So, there it is. All done up, all nice and colorful, and let's see how it handles. Let's go ahead and come over here and get a nice little weld, make sure. I knew there's a couple things that was going to get forgotten here. So let's go ahead and climb out of here. Those welders generate a little bit of lag now. So let's see, do we have everything's complete? Everything is complete. Hey, the ship stops now. That's impressive. Those added gyroscopes are helping tremendously. Yeah, this is nice. It feels like a small fighter. It doesn't feel nowhere near as big as it actually is. Oh yeah, this is nice. Okay, so definitely looks like we can use some more side thrusters. Might work on that. We're kind of looking at that as just putting them on those rear nacelles. Go look into that a little bit more because it definitely has a little bit of side drift because it doesn't have no cancellation in the thrust for the momentum. So we'll look into that in the next coming episodes or two. So yeah, again, let's look at rebadging this ship because it's not exactly the longsword anymore. If anything, it'd be like a Mark III. It's definitely been overhauled. So let's bring it down. And yeah, look at that. That is just crazy. Ah, there they go. Yeah, I was about to say, you know, landing gears are just so buggy. And there they go. They're gone. I'll fix that later. So we're going to wrap it up here. Let me know what you guys think about the retrofit for the longsword and about rebadging it to another name. If you guys have another name besides what I've come up with, let me know. And we'll see what you guys say, and we'll go from there. So this is Havoc, the breaking stuff master. Have fun and keep gaming.